Good morning, Opteck traders. I'm your host, Don Kingsley, for today's daily market review. Today's date, August 26, 2014. Lovely 31 degrees outside, very sunny, a few clouds in Paphos, Cyprus, here at Opteck headquarters. So let's get right into it. For Forex Factory, today's announcements: core durable goods orders monthly for the U.S. dollar, as well as consumer confidence report. I would definitely take a look into the consumer confidence report. You can check that out by opening up the folder here and clicking on the latest release. You can see the previous performance has been steadily increasing this year. We're expecting a forecasted 89.1. Also keep in mind of extra related stories here located on the right-hand side. Coming up on Thursday, we have German preliminary CPI announcements, as well as preliminary GDP quarterly unemployment claims and pending home sales for the U.S. dollar. Wrapping up on Friday, as well as Canadian GDP and Euro flash CPI estimates for the yearly. And there's also a business conference for New Zealand dollar. I would pay close attention to the preliminary announcements. You're going to see a higher impact on preliminary announcements for CPI as well as GDP. Those are going to have an impact, as well as unemployment claims. You can see unemployment claims has been steadily decreasing this year, forecasted for this week 300K, or just under 300K. And we could probably expect something positive there. That will bring some strength to the U.S. dollar in terms of growth. So Euro USD could be potentially a downtrend there. So making a put trade for that asset. But moving on, let's take a look at the overview for today's performance. So far, Dow Jones still hanging above 17,000, gained 75 points this morning, as well as S&P 500 very close, if not already crossed the 2,000 mark. We can take a look and check. That's correct. It did break the 2,000 mark yesterday morning. You can see here. Here's some highlighted stories that you want to consider checking up on. As far as right now, the United States has been issuing airstrikes in Syria and ISIS territory. This could affect a number of things, including oil, because at the moment, ISIS has been accruing around $2 million a day in terms of extortion, taxes, kidnappings, ransoms, and the oil that they've been sitting on as well. And they're controlling an area roughly the size of Great Britain. So this is quite an entrepreneurial terrorist organization that has, not necessarily. Most terrorist organizations have relied on outside funding. This one, however, has been sitting on its own wealth, finding ways to generate business locally. More importantly, though, if we take a look, crude oil, WTI up barely a point there, 0.15%, as well as Brent's been steady. Gold is on the rise. However, gold took a serious drop yesterday. It's only been on the rise this morning, gaining looks like around $11. Heading around $12.90 an ounce. Silver also up, copper down. The FTSE, let's take a look at international market. FTSE's gaining, DAX negative, IBEX gaining. So that's pretty much the wrap up here for today's daily market review. Go to Bloomberg, go to Wall Street Journal, check out some of the major stories behind what's going on in Ukraine and Russia. There should be some interesting updates today as well, because Putin is setting a meeting with President Poroshenko of the Ukraine. That should help de-escalate the situation, as well as help clear up some answers on how we're going to solve the Ukrainian crisis. That's today's daily market review. I'm your host, Don Kingsley. Take care, folks, and happy trading.